Good day, learners. Today we're going to have the second part of the laws of exponents. So we're going to discuss now the laws of exponents under division. So the first law is the quotient of power. When dividing powers with the same base, copy the base, then subtract the exponents. So we have to take note of these conditions. For integers a and b, if x raised to a is divided by x raised to b, it would be equal to x raised to a minus b, given that a is greater than b and x is not equal to 0. Next condition, x raised to a over x raised to b is equal to 1 over x raised to b minus a, given that a is less than b and x is not equal to 0. Next, we have x raised to a all over x raised to b is equal to x minus b and also equal to x raised to 0. And x raised to 0 is equal to 1. This is when a and b is equal and x is not equal to 0. We also have power rule for exponents, in which x raised to negative a can be written as 1 over x raised to a, where x is not equal to 0. So, the quotient of a power have different conditions. So, yung uunahin muna natin would be yung exponent ng numerator is greater than the exponent of the denominator. So, how are we going to divide these following expressions? Example number 1, b raised to 5 divided by b cubed. So, gaya ng nakasaad sa quotient of a power, pag same yung base natin, then we're going to divide this algebraic expression. All we need to do is to copy yung base nila, yung same base. So, same yung base nila na b. Then, yung exponents nila ay isa-subtract natin. So, yung exponents sa numerator na 5 minus yung exponents sa denominator na 3. So, the final answer here is b squared. Next, we have x raised to 4 divided by x squared. So, again, same pa rin yung base nila. So, we're going to copy the same base. Then, isa-subtract natin yung exponents. So, magiging 4 minus 2. Right? So, the final answer would be x. 4 minus 2 is 2. So, the final answer is x squared. So, pwede rin na maraming mga variables yung involved. So, kung maraming variables yung mga involved, we make sure na magkakapares-pares yung same na bases. And if in case walang magkaparehas na base, then we simply copy the given. Okay, let's have number 3. A raised to 5, b raised to 6, c raised to 7 divided by a, b cubed, c raised to 4. So, same sila na magkakaparehas yung bases nila. So, dito muna tayo sa variable a. So, we have a and a. So, kukopyahin lang natin siya. We're going to copy yung same base. Then, we're going to subtract the exponents. Now, sa subtractions of exponents, okay lang na hindi na natin siya ipakita. Okay? Sa example number 1 and 2, pinakita ko lang yung process para mas maliwanag sa atin. So, pwede natin siya yung shortcut. 5 minus 1. Automatic yung exponent ng a. Pag wala nakasulat dyan, automatic that is equal to 1. So, 5 minus 1, that will be equal to 4. So, we have a raised to 4. Now, how about sa b na variable? Again, copy natin yung same na base na b. Isa-subtract natin yung exponent. 6 minus 3, that is equal to 3. So, magiging b cubed. And, pagdating naman natin sa c, c raised to 7 divided by c raised to 4. So, same yung base nila na c. Then, isa-subtract natin yung exponents nila. So, 7 minus 4, that is equal to 3. So, the final answer is a raised to 4, b cubed, c raised to 7. Now, how about number 4? 2 raised to 6, divided by 2 raised to 4. So same yung base nila. Copy lang natin yung same na base. 6 minus 4, that is equal to 2. If in case yung base natin ay constant, then we can still simplify this one. We're going to raise 2 to the power of 2. So that is equal to 2 times 2. So 2 squared would be equal to 4. So the final answer here is 4. Next, we have number 5. 3 raised to 7 divided by 3 raised to 4. So gaya lang sa number 4, same yung base nila na 3. Then isasubtract natin yung exponents nila. 7 minus 4 is equal to 3. So, kaya naging 3 cubed. Pwede pa natin siya mas-simplify. So 3 cubed is equal to 27. So 3 cubed means 3 times 3 times 3. So, kaya naging 27 siya. Next, number 6. 4m squared n raised to 7 divided by 2mn cubed. So mapapansin natin, aside sa variables, meron na rin tayong numerical coefficients. So if this is the case, uunahin talaga natin i-divide yung numerical coefficient. Pwede na hindi maging decimal or isulat in decimal yung answer natin. Kung yung sagot natin ay hindi integer, so we can change the fraction into its lowest form. So, focus muna tayo sa numerical coefficient. 4 divided by 2, that is equal to 2. Next, doon tayo sa mga variables. So, m squared divided by m. Copy natin yung same na base nila na m. Then, isasubtract natin yung exponents. 2 minus 1, that is equal to 1. So, hindi natin kailangan pang isulat si 1 dito. Next, n raised to 7 divided by n cubed. So, copy yung same variable na n. Then, isasubtract natin yung exponents. 7 minus 3, that is equal to 4. So, the final answer is 2mn raised to 4. Next, 2x raised to 4, y raised to 12, all over or divided by 3x cubed, y raised to 9. So, yung 2 over 3, yung magiging sagot natin pag divide natin yung 2 by 3 would be decimal. So, pwede natin siyang i-lowest term. But since ang greatest factor niya is 1 lang, so pwede na ito na yung lowest term natin. So kokopyahin na natin yung 2/3. So you have 2/3 or 2 over 3. Kasi hindi natin siya ma-simplify further. Next, how about x raised to 4 divided by x cubed? So same sila ng base, kokopyahin natin yung same na base, isasubtract natin yung exponents. 4 minus 3 is equal to 1. So 1, hindi natin kailangan pang i-sulat. Again, pag yung exponents ng numerator ay mas malaki compared sa exponents sa denominator, yung answers natin ay ilalagay natin sa numerator. So, continue. Y raised to 12 divided by y raised to 9. So, same ng base. Copy natin yung same na base. Isasubtract natin yung exponents. 12 minus 9 is equal to 3. So, magiging 3. So, the final answer is 2x y cubed divided by 3. Okay, let's continue. Again, quotient of a power pa rin yung law of exponents na ina-apply natin dito sa mga following example. Now, kanina, yung exponent ng numerator ay mas malaki compared sa exponent sa denominator. But this time, what if yung exponents ng mga variables na nasa denominator ay mas malaki compared sa exponents ng variables na nasa numerator? So, ano yung gagawin natin? So, suppose we have y raised to 5 divided by y raised to 9. So, gaya ng binanggit na condition natin, what we're going to do is to write the difference dun sa denominator. Okay. Given na yung exponent ng variable sa denominator ay mas malaki sa exponent ng variable sa numerator. So, it will become y, since same sila ng base, or kukopyahin natin yung same na base nila na y, then we're going to subtract 9 minus 5. So, instead of writing 5 minus 9, we're going to have it as 9 minus 5. Kasi nga, mas malaki yung exponent na nasa denominator as compared sa numerator. So, ano yung matitira natin dito sa taas? So, it will become 1. Okay? So, simplify natin further. So, you have 1 over, now y raised to 9 minus 5. So, 9 minus 5 becomes 4. So, the final answer is 1 over y raised to 4. So, mapapansin natin, yung final answer natin dapat, yung exponent niya ay always positive. Kaya, nilagay natin yung pag-subtract natin sa denominator. How about number 9? We have m raised to 8 divided by m raised to 10. So, same sa number 1, kopyahin natin yung same na base. Since mas malaki yung exponent sa baba, so we're going to copy the base dito sa denominator. Okay? Kung kanina, nilagay natin sa numerator, this time, ilalagay natin sa denominator kasi nga, mas malaki yung exponent na nasa denominator. Then, we're going to subtract the exponents. Of course, may 1 dito. So, that would be 10 minus 8. Right? So, it would become 1 over m squared. And this would be our final answer. So, pwede na hindi natin siya isulat, yung process, pwede na natin siyang shortcut. Just make sure na yung exponent sa denominator will be subtracted by the exponent na nasa numerator. Halimbawa, number 10. So, you have 1 over p. Ano yung magiging new exponent natin? So, that would be 15 minus 9. Okay, 15 minus 9 is equal to 6. So, our answer would be 1 over p raised to 6. Let's have number 11. So, sa number 11, mixture ng condition number 1 and condition number 2. There are times na mas malaki yung exponent na nasa taas. There are also times na mas malaki yung exponent na nasa baba. Okay. Ibig sabihin lang nito, kung saan yung mas malaki na exponent nila, doon natin ilalagay yung final answer or yung difference ng mga exponents. Halimbawa, sa x na variable. So, same sila ng base. Ang exponent ng x na nasa numerator is 5. Ang exponent naman ng x na nasa denominator is 3. So, mas malaki yung exponent na nasa numerator. Kaya, yung answer natin ilalagay natin sa numerator. So, we're going to copy x. Then, subtract natin yung exponents nila. Yung mas malaking exponent minus dun sa mas maliit na exponent. So, 5 minus 3, that is equal to 2. Kaya, meron tayong x squared. Now, how about pag y? Mapapansin natin, mas malaki yung exponent na nasa denominator. So, ibig sabihin, yung y ilalagay natin sa denominator. Okay? Sasubtract natin ngayon yung exponents nila. Yung mas malaki minus dun sa mas maliit. So, 10 minus 3, that would be equal to 7. So, we will have y raised to 7. Now, how about z? Mas malaki pa rin yung exponent na nasa denominator. So, ilalagay natin si z dito sa denominator. Okay? So, subtract natin yung exponents nila. 8 minus 2, that is equal to 6. So, we can rewrite this one. Since x squared lang yung natira sa numerator, pwede natin siyang ilagay sa gitna. Okay, mas maganda tingnan. So, the final answer is x squared over y raised to 7, z raised to 6. Next example, we have a raised to 6, b cubed, c raised to 9, divided by a, b, c raised to 15. Same lang na ginawa natin sa number 12. So, isusulat natin yung base, depende kung saan yung mas malaki na exponent. So, sa a, mas malaki exponent na nasa numerator. So, ilalagay natin si a sa numerator. Then, sasubtract natin yung exponents nila, 6 minus 1. So, that would be 5. Now, how about sa b? Same sila ng base. So, kukopyahin natin si b sa numerator kasi nga, mas malaki yung exponent na nasa numerator. So, 3 minus 1, that is equal to 2. So, the answer is b squared. Now, how about c? We have c raised to 9 divided by c raised to 15. So, mas malaki yung exponent na nasa denominator. So, we're going to copy and write c sa denominator and subtract the exponent. So, it will be 15 minus 9. So, 15 minus 9 is equal to 6. Okay, next. Sa number 13 to 15 naman, yung next na condition yung gagamitin natin. Same pa rin quotient of a power rule, pero iba yung condition. So, kung papansinin natin, yung base at saka exponents nila ay magkaparehas. So, if we're going to copy the base and subtract the exponents, 3 minus 3, that would be equal to x raised to 0. So, according sa condition natin, if x is raised to 0 or any numbers or variables raised to 0, that would always be equal to 1. So, yung final answer natin dito would be equal to 1. Same din sa number 14. So, we have y raised to 5 minus 5, right? So, it will become y raised to 0. And that would be equal to 1. So, magiging 1 lang siya pag yung numerator and denominator ay magkaparehas. 1. How about number 15? So, same lang. Pwede natin siyang pakita yung solution or we can directly answer it with 1. Kasi kung mapapansin natin, same sila ng given. N raised to 5, N cubed, and P. So, same lang din yung given sa denominator na. N raised to 5, N cubed, P. The second law is called power of a quotient. For power of a quotient, both numerator and denominator are raised to the indicated power, such that if we have the quantity of x over a raised to the power of a, that would be equal to x raised to a over y raised to a, given that y is not equal to 0. We have now the next law, which is the power of a quotient. So according sa law, if we're going to raise a fraction into an exponent, we're going to raise each. So yung numerator, we're going to raise it to the given power na exponent. And the denominator, we're also going to raise that one sa given na denominator. So example, we have the quantity of x over y raised to the power of 3. So the numerator is x at ang denominator naman natin is y. So kailangan natin i-raise yung numerator at yung denominator by 3. So paano natin siya may raise? Ibig sabihin, we're going to multiply it. So yung exponent na nasa loob, we're going to multiply it dun sa exponent na nasa labas ng parentheses. We all know na yung x, yung exponent niya ay 1. Yung y naman, 1 din yung exponent niya. So magiging x 1 times 3, that is 3. Sa denominator naman, we have y 1 times 3, that is also equal to 3. So the final answer is x cubed over y cubed. So same lang yung gagawin natin sa number 2. All we need to do is to copy or to raise the numerator by the exponent na nasa labas and also the denominator by the exponent na nasa labas ng parentheses. So how are we going to raise? So copy lang natin yung base, then yung exponents, imumultiply natin. So magiging 2 times 3 at sa denominator naman magiging n raised to 4 times 3. Although sa example number 1, hindi ko na ipinakita. Okay? So pwede na siyang i-multiply right away. So the final answer would be m raised to the power of n times 3, that is equal to 6. And sa denominator naman, we have n raised to the power of 4 times 3, that is equal to 12. So the answer is n raised to 6 divided by n raised to 12. Next, we have the quantity of a raised to 6, b divided by b raised to 7 raised to the power of 5. So again, copy lang natin yung base, then i-multiply natin ito sila. Okay na hindi natin ipakita yung process. We can multiply it right away. So exponent times the exponent. So 6 times 5, that is equal to 30. Sa denominator naman, we have b, or 7 times 5. 7 times 5 is equal to 35. So the answer is a raised to 30 over b raised to 35. Next, we have 2 over 5 raised to the power of 2. In this case, constant yung given natin, or numbers. So, i-raise natin si 2 by 2. So, it means 2 raised to 2. Right? And yung denominator naman natin, 5 raised to 2. So we can still simplify this one. Remember, pag number yung given or constant yung given natin, pwede pa natin siyang masimplify. Depende kung ano yung exponent or power na binigay. So 2 squared, that is 2 times 2. So magiging equal to 4. Okay? 5 squared, it means 5 times 5. So 5 times 5 or 5 squared is equal to 25. So wala na silang common factor except 1. So this would be the lowest term. So 4 over 25 yung final answer natin. Now, there are also times na merong numerical coefficient at the same time, meron ding variable. So, yung uunahin natin erase is yung numerical coefficient. So, it will become 2 raised to 2. Tama? Then B, 4 times 2. Okay, so magiging 4 times 2, that would be equal to 8. Next, sa denominator, 3. So, yung 3, i-erase natin sa 2. Kasi 2 yung power natin dito. Then, copy C. Then, multiply yung exponents. 5 times 2. That is equal to 10. Then, simplify lang natin. Yung 2 squared, that is equal to 4. Then, copy B raised to 8. Yung sa denominator naman natin, 3 squared, that is equal to 9. Then, copy C raised to 10. Then, this would be our final answer. 4B raised to 8 divided by 9C raised to 10. Next, we have the quantity of 4x squared y cubed over z raised to 4 raised to the power of 2. Same lang din sa ginawa natin sa number 5. Focus muna tayo dito sa numerator. Since may numerical coefficient tayo, so ito muna yung uunahin natin i-raise sa 2. So magiging 4 squared. Then, x, multiply natin yung exponents nila. So, 2 times 2, that is equal to 4. And y, copy, 3 times 2, that is equal to 6. Okay, proceed tayo sa denominator. Sa denominator, 1 lang yung numerical coefficient. So, pwede na tayong mag-proceed sa variable. Copy natin yung z. Then, z raised to 4 raised to 2, that is 4 times 2. Right? So, 4 times 2 is equal to 8. So, z raised to 8 na yung nasa denominator natin. Then, simplify lang natin itong 4 squared. Magiging 16x to the 4th y raised to 6 divided by z raised to 8. And this will be our final answer. Ito, mas marami ng variables. So, huwag kayong malito. All we need to do is to raise each variable sa power natin. A, yung exponent niya is 1. So, 1 times 3, that is equal to 3. So, magiging A cubed. Next would be B. B squared. So, magiging 2 times 3, that is B raised to 6. And, pagdating naman sa C, we have C cubed. So, 3 times 3. So, it will become C raised to 9. And, over, dito naman sa denominator, copy natin si M. 4 raised to 3, it means 4 times 3, right? So 4 times 3 is equal to 12. Dito naman sa P, we have 5 times 3, that is equal to 15. So this is our final answer. How about the last item? So again, we have numerical coefficient 5 and 2. So sila muna yung uunahin natin erase sa power na 2. So magiging 5 squared P, sa P naman, we have 3 times 2. Alright, so 3 times 2 is 6. R, ang R dito yung exponent na is 1. So 1 times 2, 2. So, R squared. Sa S naman, we have 5 times 2, that is equal to 10. And, proceed tayo sa denominator. Same pa rin, 2 squared. Next is R cubed. Ang R cubed raised to 2, magiging R 3 times 2, that is equal to 6. Sa S naman, we have S, 2 times 2, that is equal to 4. So, simplify lang natin. We have 25. 25, nanggaling siya sa 5 squared. Then, P raised to 6, R squared, S raised to 10. All over 4. 2 squared is 4. R raised to 6, S is raised to 4.
But wait, there's more. So as you can see, we can still simplify our answer. So kung titingnan natin na mabuti, meron pa silang common variable which is R and S. So using the laws of exponents, in division, we can simplify r squared and r raised to 6. So r squared divided by r raised to 6 becomes r raised to 4. So yung sagot natin ay nilagay natin sa denominator kasi nga yung exponent ng variable r ay mas malaki compare sa exponent ng variable r na nasa numerator. And at the same time, yung s raised to 10 naman divided by s raised to 4 becomes s raised to 6. And ilalagay natin yung difference ng kanilang exponents or yung sagot sa numerator. Kasi nga, yung exponent ng variable s sa numerator ay mas malaki compare sa exponent ng variable s sa denominator. Therefore, our final answer would be 25 p raised to 6 s raised to 6 all over 4r raised to 4.
Now it's your turn. Try to answer the following questions. And that's a wrap. Please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel, Sir Ninyo. And you can also post your math problems in the comment section, and we will do our very best to provide solution to your questions. Because remember, every problem has a solution, at kung math ang problema ninyo, ako ang kaagapay ninyo, ako ang Sir Ninyo.